Hey guys, what's up? This is ColbyCheeze with OnRPG, and I'm bringing you today The Witcher 2 First Impressions. Just got done playing through the prologue of the game, and I've got quite a few things to show you and talk about, so let's just jump into it. Now, first things first, you want to be very careful about the difficulty level that you decide to play this game on. It is probably one of the most difficult games that I've played in a very long time. Now, in an era of where pretty much every game out there is extremely simple to play through, even on the hard difficulty setting, this is not the case for The Witcher 2. So if you want an extremely hard challenge, then go ahead and play this game on hard or insane. But if you do not like hard games, actually, you probably won't want to play this game at all. But if you are not that good at video games, you're probably going to need this game on easy mode, just saying, right off the bat. This is one of those games that is going to make you rage. I mean, you're going to be completely pissed off because it's your 15th time trying to play the game, and you still keep dying to the very first dude in the game, and you're like, what the hell is going on? The game doesn't really walk you through how to play it effectively. It doesn't give you very much of a tip, I guess you can say. You pretty much got to figure out how to do this on your own, and right off the bat, it's pretty damn difficult.
You might stand a chance.
Oh, okay, blocking doesn't work. Oh god. Move out of the way. Whoa, that was way worse than last time. Run away.
Is it true you witches don't?
I'm dead already. What the how do you do? Attempt number 6. Okay. Just gonna run. Okay, so obviously you can't get past this spot. That's fine. Oh! Get some! Oh, shoot, I'm almost dead already. Okay, so I died again already. Why am I on fire?
Is it true you
Christ! Are you serious?
Take cover!
There we go. Alright, man, I've got the strategy down. Stand behind the other dudes. Wait for the other guys to die. Oh, man. Wow! What was that? I pushed Q and it shoots something at me. Yeah! Right off the bat, you're going to be really pissed off. And if you're not, then you're definitely going to be very sad. In fact, it's going to feel like that time back in 3rd grade when that big mean bully stole your lunch and there was nothing you can do about it. While the game will piss you off quite a bit, it's actually a lot of fun because it's one of those reward type things where you put a lot of effort into something and after a lot of trying, you finally get that reward and you're just like, hell yeah, I did it! Generally, so. Okay, so now we got this. Hopefully he'll come into it. Now I can do a hard, strong, fast attack, or whatever you call it. Boom! Yeah! Finally, it's in number 15, and I prevail! I kill him with my master strategy! Yeah! Alright, so I'm excited. Sorry, guys. That was 15 tries. And, I do have to say, this game is for the mature crowd. If you abhor the scenes of people having sex and people getting their balls cut off, you may want to steer clear of The Witcher 2. For instance.
Witcher, are you up?
Damn.
His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Now, in the prologue of the game, you're not given a whole lot of options. Since you are low level and the upgrades and whatnot don't come until a few hours into the game after the prologue. However, most of your time is going to be spent just trying to learn the best way to stay alive. You do have access to several different spells, albeit a low amount of energy to cast them with. Those are pretty cool to play with, however. You've got a spell that will knock people back a short distance and you can kind of go up and capitalize on them being knocked on the ground. You have a fireball that doesn't really do that much damage. You can lay down a trap that if they walk over it, they'll take a small amount of damage and they'll be stunned for an amount of time. You even have this really cool mind control spell. It's really hard to get off properly. However, if you can channel it for just a bit, then that enemy will attack and do damage to the other enemies. Not a whole lot of damage, so it's not that useful. The most useful thing that I found in the prologue was this shield ability, which I believe is called Quinn. And it basically makes the enemy attacks bounce off of you and you don't take any damage from it. So that's pretty awesome. You're going to be using that for the most part all the way throughout the prologue as soon as you find out about it. And if you don't, then my goodness, this is going to be really difficult. I noticed that there are actually a lot of paths to choose when you're upgrading. Now, you can't really go into that in depth right now because there's only one path unlocked, which is the Witcher training. There's 3 other paths, which is sword mastery, and then you can do spells and other things like that. For now, though, I'm able to learn cool things like I can throw daggers, or I can just have higher regeneration, or I can parry abilities much easier from all directions, some cool stuff like that. So that's definitely going to be fun to play around with later on in the game. While your options are limited in the prologue, you do get a taste of how much complexity is going to be in the game as you start getting further into it. You can pick up different items from chests and from herbs that you find laying around, so you know that there's going to be a big alchemical and crafting portion in the game, as well as being able to decide different potions that you're going to be using. For instance, at one part in the game, you are told to drink a cat potion so that you can see in the dark, and so you go into a meditative state and you begin to drink your potion, and you notice you can actually put up to 3 potions and they all have a toxicity level. I don't know how that's going to affect you all that much. However, you pop that potion on and then you can see through walls and you can see in the dark. It looks pretty cool. What is that thing? It's like Golem or something. It sure does look weird.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Well, that was not too hard, was it? Nah, not too hard at all. After getting over being totally pissed off at how difficult this game was, I began to really appreciate it much more. Not only does the game give you a gratifying amount of challenge, the various different mechanics added in really break up the gameplay in a way that is quite enjoyable. I do look forward to playing through the game fully and just giving you a complete review at that point. If you want to learn more about the game, be sure to check it out at onrpg.com or visit onrpg.com/forums to discuss. For those of you planning to pick up the game now, here's a quick tip for surviving in the most difficult battle of the prologue. Okay, this is now my 11th attempt at beating this. It is damn near impossible to beat this level, and it's probably a little more difficult than it should be. But just to give you some tips, what you have to do is attack the little weak guys first and foremost. They cannot parry you, and you are asking for trouble if you do anything but attack them first. Now, always make sure your shield's up. You will die pretty much instantly if they attack you without a shield up. So you need to hit those little small guys, kill them as fast as... Oh, and I'm about to die right now because I don't have my shield up. Alright, I got lucky. They didn't actually hit me. The shield was down. I made a huge mistake there. Try not to ever attack the strong guys, because they will kill you instantly by just beating around them. Because basically what happens is if you try and attack them, they'll parry you, and then everyone will hit you. Every single freaking guy on the screen. It's ridiculous. See how that guy's in the middle of them? You definitely want to wait for him to be outside and see those guys that like to spin around in circles. And they wait for my shield to come back up. Don't ever attack when your shield's not up. Okay, your shield's up. I'm gonna try and poke a little attack on this guy here. Took a lot of hits, but my shield was up, so it was okay. Shield's about to be down, though. I'm gonna have to wait for it to come back up before I can attack again. They really like to get in your way. They don't want you to kill those weak guys. Those guys are just their little cannon fodder. They add a lot of extra damage to you if they get hits off on you.
They're no knights. They're traitors. Take no prisoners.
Okay, got him. Okay, now the hard part. That was the easy part. So, the hard part is trying to kill these guys. They have immense amounts of life, pretty much the same amount of life as if you were trying to kill a brick wall. So, so basically you're trying to kill a brick wall with a stone sword, and it doesn't work very well. That's basically the gist of this fight here. Alright, so you want to jab these guys as much as possible. If you can ever get a good little hit off on them, if you can roll like around behind them, and then jump in. That's your only option. And I almost died there. See, I took some hits. Gotta be careful about that, because that will get you killed. So I'm gonna roll, and hit, and then roll out. You want to roll, and hit, and roll out. It's a lot easier when they're singled out, because you can actually take a parry and be okay. Doing a lot of damage to this guy. Oh, nice! Got a good little combo on him. I just kept on hitting along and recovering. There you go. Wait for him to attack. trying to attack you from behind. And there you go. That's it. Nice! 11th try and I get it. Finally. Woo! Very nice.